Welcome to the Freedom Geek Real Talk, where Imogen, the original Freedom Geek, talks with her core team of Filipino virtual assistants about a specific topic. Here, the team kicks off touching on money matters from the Filipino perspective.
The way that I've worked, and you guys are already familiar with this, but I just thought I'd mention it as it's part of this conversation, is we use a time tracker to track everybody's time. People get paid exactly for the time they're working. It does seem to even out into patterns that are quite predictable month on month. So I feel that the team works, and I mean individually, in a certain way, which I'm pretty familiar with from just reviewing it on payday. And the reason that I do that is not to be like a hugely controlling, because I'm not. I mean, I've got some control freaks as an entrepreneur, but I'm not sitting on the screen watching you all work all day. That would be weird. But what I like about it is it makes life really simple for me. I'm literally like, work when you want, get your work done, tell me if you're too quiet, get on with it. And I don't care if you want to take like a particular day off. Obviously, if you've got meetings, please manage that. But aside from that, work your own time, do your own thing. And we just work that way rather than having a fixed salary. Not everybody works that way. I know very good people who don't work that way. I think if you're going to not work that way, then you must have structure and rules in place. There's got to be an agreement about when people start work, when they finish work. That's reflected in their pay. And then there's all these complications or arguments like, should people be paid per project or should they be paid per hour, or what about holidays, what about pay time off? And all of these things can get more and more complicated. So I just keep it very, very simple with the way that I work with the team here, which is work when you want. That's what I say. Work when you want and I'll pay you. And then a lot of the incentives that I offer come from, I do monetary bonuses sometimes, depending on what year we've had. There is the 13th month in the Philippines. We should definitely be talking about that actually. And with that, I mean, I would always at the end of the year, even if I couldn't feel comfortable about paying everybody the double monthly salary that represents the 13th month, is that I will try and give you guys a bonus as a minimum to make sure that, I recognize worked hard. That is a thing in the Philippines. But ideally, there is this thing, the 13th month, which even though we're overseas employers, I think we should try and honor, because I suppose a lot of people would just feel cheated if they got nothing. Do you guys know why you have the 13th month, by the way, the history behind it? Or it's something I've only ever come across in the Philippines?
It's a law that one of the past presidents passed.
Okay. But yeah, it's just this thing of paying an extra month at the end of the year, basically pay kind of double for December, if you like, double 1 month's salary.
That's in the labor code of the Philippines.
Okay, that's interesting. But yeah, I mean, there's a lot of different ways that you can reward people as well. Like I say, I'm very keen on learning development and investing. I've set up a little investment, my whole team, a long-term investment that will hopefully pay off very well in 5 years' time. Yeah, just trying to, I think one of the main ways that I really try to invest in people is find out what they're passionate about and give them something related to that within their work. And it won't always be everything, but I really focus on that. But I just wanted to say a few extra things around this conversation about salary and incentivizing and bonuses. And of course, remind you that if you're overseas employers and people are like, oh, if you're, you can pay someone more. You can pay someone the same as you pay them locally. They need to be extremely valuable to your business for you to do that. But I think that should be the case anyway. But if it makes complete commercial sense, then go for it. There's not a reason not to if that money is there. But it's not always there in a small business that's growing. That's not always the situation. So this can be an incredible resource and solution for both sides at a very different price point to what it'd be locally. And Filipino people are absolutely amazing to work with. So I love it. I absolutely love it.